you were recently honored by the Academy in Hollywood. There's been this huge amount of interest at the TIFF Lightbox for this retrospective of your work, sold out screenings and special events. What does it mean to you to see your movies, Chinese films generally, Jackie, celebrated this way in North America?
I'm really, really surprised. When I just start famous in Asia, my dreams go to West. Break through American market, Europe market, because and that time I only famous in Asia. Then I said, how can I let the whole world people know me? Then I don't know how. I just keep doing. I try to go to America, stay in America, study my English for 2 years, and making American film, The Big Bra, and nobody listened to me. And the director, he won't listen to me. I have to follow the director, what he tell me to do. I said, that's not Jackie Chan. Can I do this way? No. You have to follow my... And the movie finished, and nobody liked it. He just, why? I asked the press, why you don't like this kind of movie? They said, look at John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, one punch, knock somebody down. And Bruce Lee, one kick, the people already down. You keep fighting the guy for 5 minutes, turning kick, high kick. The guy's still standing there. Shows you're not power. I said, what? That's more difficult than one punch, knock somebody down.
Right.
Then I just very disappointed. I just go back to Asia to continue to make my film. I just state what I am. So I don't know why suddenly Rumble in the Bronx is a big success in Europe.
Okay, hang on. 2 steps back. When was it, or why was it that you wanted to take your success into the West as well? What was the point in the work you were doing in Asia where you said, I really wanted to cross over into America and the rest of the world?
I think Hollywood is the place to be. Everybody wants to come to Hollywood. When you don't have this kind of string, okay, you stay Hong Kong. Then when I'm from Hong Kong, speed out to Japan, Korea, Bangkok, I said, it gotta be American people should like this kind of action. So I tell my company, and we come to America, I stay here. First, I have to study English for 2 years. I waste my 2 years. Nothing to do, stay in American every day in the morning. Good morning, my name is Jackie Chan from
Not a
Hong
waste,
Kong.
You learned.
Yeah, but just not me. Wrong script. How can I be an ABC even today? My English 10 times better than before. They wrote a script. I'm a police cop from New York. ABC, American-born Chinese. No way. My accent doesn't look like. And somehow I just go back to Asia. Then suddenly the Rumble in the Bronx is just success.
And do you have a sense of what it was about you and that performance and the films after that catches on, that resonates so much so with North American, with global audiences?
I have no idea why. I just stay.
You have an idea. You're the kind of guy who would know.
My idea is just, okay, I have to make the film that everybody can see it. After I make the film, I let my children go to see it. I will let the whole world children go to see it. Sometimes when you look at the film, they're too violent. How can you let people to see that? And there are so many ways to make a movie. I always believe as a director, producer, a studio, you do have the responsibility for your society, for the world. So when I'm making a movie, then I have to be very careful. Last action, okay, no violence, no bruise, nothing. A lot of jokes, no dirty joke. Because there's so many children watching my movie, learn from me. Because when I was in Africa, when I was in Morocco, middle of nowhere in the desert, all the children look at me, just put all a drunken master pose.
Right.
I said, wow, they really, really learn from me. So I know when I make drunken master one, wrong. Big success. But why I teach people drinking and fighting? So I immediately to make Legend of a Drunken Master, Part 2, don't drink, don't fight. I correct myself.
You want to be accessible and you want to take responsibility. What do you say to those who would say, well, to be more authentic, we have to see the blood and guts and all of that stuff?
Oh, I think there's so many ways to make movie. The way to make movie, I have to be very careful. There are so many. You have a sex movie, you have a violent movie, you have a ghost movie, you have a vampire movie. Okay, everybody do it. Everybody. I do my own things. Yeah.
But when you see a Tarantino film, Do you think it's
He's
too much?
No, he's very talented. You know, he just a video guy, and suddenly became a big director. But when I look at, yes, it's violent, but he's do the great job.
Sure.
But there's so many ways. But my personal, I just don't like blood, these kind of things. I do take the gunshot. You know, after gunshot, boom, just the close shot on me. You just hear the sound, drop. That means the people already died.
Right.
Then you turn around, you just walk away. You don't have to boom.
You have to see it all.
The pound, the explosion, the head. I don't like this.
What about the comedic part? When did you? I mean, because many martial arts films are very serious, dealing with heavy themes like honor and revenge. Yours have struck a different tone. There is this strong comic element. When did you know that you were able to infuse that, put that into it?
I really, really thank you, Bruce Lee, because in the old day after Bruce Lee died, his Bruce Lee style so successful, and everybody learned from Bruce Lee. And that time, even myself, I don't want to learn from Bruce Lee, but the director forced me to learn from Bruce Lee. You have to do this kind of style. Boom, 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 I was like 19 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not Bruce Lee. There's only one Bruce Lee in the world. But you go into the theater, even myself, okay, I have to go to theater to see the combatant 對手啊
The opponents.
yeah. No, some other actor
Okay.
doing the same action film. I have to learn how he doing, I have to go to every theater. Then I come back to my own theater, look at myself, all same. All the action same, style, same face, same looking. Then somehow I talked to my bigger brother, Yang Warping, the director. I said, we have to do something. Otherwise, none of this Bruce Lee success. Okay, let's do totally different than Bruce Lee. When he kick high, we kick low. When he do the serious face, oh, Jackie, just be yourself. You just be yourself. I said, okay.
Were you always a funny guy? Like you always entertaining people as a kid and being a bit of a comic?
Yes. I like to make fun of people. I like to make children smile. My personality is happy-go-lucky. In the movie, what you see is real Jackie Chan, almost 50%.
But it was calculated. You're saying you saw the Bruce Lee and others, and you calculated a different kind of persona to develop for film, and it worked. I mean, watching you on screen, it's really spectacular at times what you do. And your early training was at a Peking Opera School in Hong Kong. So tell me about that experience. How does an opera school influence your film work when we see what you do now?
In the old day, because I born in a very poor family, my father sent me to the opera school. Then he moved to Australia, American Embassy, for more than 40 years. Then I just don't know what I'm doing. Every day, there's so many teachers every single day from China. 3 months high kick, 3 months punch, 3 months stick fight. Even somebody teach me how to sing. Every morning. I just don't know what. Just follow the routine. No future. I don't know what to do. And at the same time, almost 7 years old, somebody hired me to the child actor. I'm becoming a child actor, and later I'm becoming a stuntman. Yeah. I just don't know what to do. Just every day on the set.
But did the opera school at least give you could tell that you were always interested in performance. And so if you go on to become, in those Bruce Lee films where you're performing the role of a stuntman, when you were doing that, did you always want to be in front of the camera, or was that an evolution?
No,
You always wanted to be the lead, but you were being a stuntman, or
I always want to be a lead.
You did?
Yes. When I'm becoming a stuntman, I just look at the stunt coordinator. Wow, he's so power. The stunt, I was like a 16. I was one of the stunt guy, 100 of them. Okay, stunt. Then everybody standing there. You, go there. You, out. I always out. I'm not the one who be choose for fight was a Bruce Lee. I always out. And somehow, one day, I just I said, one day I want to be a stunt coordinator. And that time, I'm not fooling around every day on the set. I stay on corner of in the stage corner. I watch how can be a stunt coordinator. They have to appreciate the director, do this, do that. After 2 years, I'm the youngest stunt coordinator in Asia. I'm 18 years old, becoming a stunt coordinator. I have a 20 stunt guy with me.
And then what? Did you look at someone like Bruce Lee and say, I want to be a
No,
star?
and that time, I would never think. I'll ask myself, am I be a Bruce Lee one day? No. Bruce Lee is just too big. He's a legend, just too big. I just stunt coordinator. I'm not handsome. I'm nobody just look at me.
You're very handsome.
Thank you.
What was the turning point, though?
The turning point is I teach the stunt. Okay, and the old day, all the action star don't know how to fight. They just handsome, tall guy. That's all. And we have a lot of double for them. Then because I have to choreograph all the difficult things for the actor.
Yes.
He cannot do it. I do it.
Yes.
Why? I can get the money. I becoming a double. And I do the double, and also sometimes I teach the actor how to act. Before you die, you try to get up to fight again.
You might as well be the actor.
Yeah, right. He don't know how to fight. He don't know how to act. But he's just a handsome. Then somehow the
Right.
producer look at me. He called me on the side. Jackie, you can be a star. I said, no, look at my face. No, really. Then second day, he just signed the contract on me, the first star.
Where did this appreciation for laughing at yourself come from? One of the signatures of your films has become the blooper reel at the end, you showing all the stunts that went wrong. Why has it been important for you to take your fans behind the scenes in that way?
Because I'm editing by myself. Sometimes when I do the editing, I'm laughing like hell. Ha, 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 ha. Look at the outtake. I said, what? How can I put this outtake? Show to the audience. I really do that. I want the audience appreciate what we're doing. So this is why let's put in the end, the film on the end. Then somehow everybody like it. Then becoming my trademark. Not even in Asia, in the whole world. But now, mostly the audience sees some other movie. They're watching, they know almost finished, they're standing up. Standing up, walk away, turn around, watch the screen. As soon as the lyric,
the titles.
the title comes up, boom, gone. But except Jackie Chan film. They sit down, they never go away. Just I'm so happy.
Well, it's very endearing to see you do that. And at the same time, you know, this thing about doing all your own stunts, you're performing in action films. I mean, this is tough physical work, and you famously did that. And I understand why early on it was important for you to set the standard that I'm doing these stunts myself, I'm doing all this. But in the meantime, you broke your ankle, you crushed your legs, you've broken multiple vertebrae, you suffered a brain hemorrhage. I mean, I read you even dislocated a cheekbone.
Yeah.
What kept you going through all those injuries to keep doing the stunts instead of getting to a point where we've known you've done that, you could just be the actor now?
Poor me. Even these days, the technology is so good. I have to do the same thing. Why? Becoming a trademark. An audience, the audience, they don't like Jackie being a Superman or Spider-Man. They want to see Jackie Chan do the real things. Even today, I do have the money to buy a machine, but I have to do the same thing like the old day to do. I think the audience still like these kind of things. And also, like...
Do you still like doing it?
I don't like to do it.
You don't like
but
it?
But that's the only way I know how to do it. Because you give me a 3D camera, I don't know how to do it. You give me the special effect machine, I don't know how to do it. The only one I can direct myself is the traditional film. You know, you give me the camera 3 lens, I can make the film.
Okay, let me come back to that. Jackie, you've had some big hits in Hollywood. We all know that. In recent years, you've been more focused on making films in Hong Kong. On your website, you say part of the reason is that you were dissatisfied with the range of roles available to Asian actors. Tell me about that. Do you feel like you suffered discrimination in Hollywood?
No, because in Hollywood, I cannot make the film I want to make. Every time I come to Hollywood, there's Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2, Rush Hour 3. Now they're talking about Rush Hour 4. I want to change. I don't want the audience to look at me as action star. I want the audience look at me as actor. So this is why when Will Smith hired me do the master of the Karate Kid, I playing the old man, I hunch my back, walking. Okay, I do it. I want to show the audience I'm the true actor. I don't want to always make the rush hour, these kind of things. Then after Karate Kid, now I can go back to do Rush Hour 4.
Do you feel like you're not taken seriously enough as an actor?
People treat me as like an action star. Whatever the whole world where I go, Paris, Europe, America, when the parents with the children see me, wow, yeah, you move the hand, kicking, Jackie Chan, you like this. What? Nobody see Robert De Niro move the hand, right? Why?
Well, because you are in these films, Jackie.
No,
you just talked about doing your own stunts. You're not in The Great Gatsby.
I want to be I want to be an actor.
Yes.
Actor, you can live forever. Look at Clint Eastwood, Robert De Niro. They still can filming. How many action stars can do action until 70 or 80? No. I'm the one becoming a really, really miracle. Still can do some action. Why? Because I'm direct myself. I know how far I can go, how high I can jump. And I write my own scripts, like a Zodiac. I write 6 years. Everything suitable myself. Okay, I want table here because I still can do the table jump. And I want a chair here. If I come to Hollywood, they just follow the script.
But at the same time, and I appreciate all those points you're making, at the same time, producing films for the Chinese market must have its challenges. Your film, Shinjuku Incident, was banned in the mainland because it was seen as too violent. So
Yeah,
how
too
do you
violent.
deal with those challenges as
Because
a filmmaker?
I'm like an idol of all the children. And somehow I try to change myself. I listen to the director to make Shinjuku story. When I make the between, I already see, wow, that's too violent. Then I already tell the director, I say, can you do? Because I already promised the director, I'm not involved anything. He said, Jackie, only thing you make my movie, you cannot fire me. You cannot involve anything. That's how I promised the director. Mostly time, even making a Hollywood film, I would tell the director that this kind of action doesn't look good. Put the camera angle here. They will listen to me.
So you agree with the Chinese authorities that it was too violent, that film?
Yeah, it's too violent. Even myself, can you put that's the only time I tell the director, can you put because somebody cut the throat, he put a tie shot and the blood from the throat and the guy choking on the floor like this. I said, even on the set, I just, director, that's too violent. Can you put another wide shot? He said, oh, okay, I put the wide shot, but I take the close shot. It's just too violent.
So around that time, the Shinjuku incident came out, you raised controversy, Jackie, with comments you made saying that you were not sure if it was good to have freedom or not, and that Chinese people need to be controlled. Do you stand by those words? Do you feel like you were misunderstood in those quotes?
I think the people misunderstood me.
Okay.
I think the whole world, everybody have to control.
What does that mean, everybody has to control?
Like, okay, you can imagine there's no police on the street. You can imagine there's no red light. And if everybody have to follow the rule, like, okay, my son, I have to teach him how to cross the street. My son, I have to call, that's a bad. When he listen to me, okay, you can free. But as soon as you let the children get free, they take drugs, they never go to sleep, they never, for the iPad for 24 hours. That's wrong. You have to control him. That's what I mean. The whole world, not only Chinese, the whole world, even yourself, even me, have to control.
Laws and regulations.
Yes,
but do you feel like China, I mean, there's been a lot of concern internationally about human rights in China. You know that. Do you think China is unfairly singled out for criticism?
No.
No, you don't.
China, I think just China, mostly people too concentrate in China. Yeah, I think the human rights around the world, everywhere. Have
so you do think China is unfairly singled out when people look at China, that there's too much focus on China instead of other places in the world in terms of human rights.
Yes. The human rights things are around the world, everywhere have this kind of problem. But today, everything they just concentrate in China. The pollution, blah blah blah, everything. Now you can turn on the news. Everything they just concentrate in China. I think it's not fair.
What about someone like Ai Weiwei, who was on this show recently? He's still under some kind of house arrest. We contacted him from Beijing, and he talks about how it's difficult to be an artist and the human rights
Ai
situation.
Weiwei? Who's Ai Weiwei?
Oh, what do you call Ai Weiwei?
I don't know him.
You don't know Ai Weiwei?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's his Chinese name? It's not Ai Weiwei.
I don't know him.
Okay.
I only know the actors.
Yeah, actors. Huh. Okay.
Ai Weiwei? I don't know.
Is there an? I'm sure there's a name. Yeah, I'm sure you know Ai Weiwei. The painter. He did the Bird's Nest Stadium in Beijing. The artist. No. Okay.
No.
All right. It doesn't matter.
You're talking about actor. Yes. Actress. Yes. I'm not artist.
Okay, Jackie. That's right. Let me before I let you go, come back to this new film you're releasing in North America this summer, Chinese Zodiac. And this is when you were saying earlier about the stunt work, and you feel like you have to keep doing it. I mean, the trailer is pretty impressive with combat scenes. You're going to be turning 60 next year.
Yes.
You said that this will be your last big action role. How difficult was it to do these stunts?
The audience, they never think I'm 60. Every time they see me, they still think I'm 20-something. And I have to tell the audience, one day I will get old. One day, probably you see the action movie, I use a lot of stuntman double. Forgive me. I cannot always do my own things. I will get hurt, especially doing the 12 Zodiac. When I fell down from the painting things, I feel in that time my backbones broke. But I lay on the floor almost like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just and everybody just panic. Then I get up. I said, "Don't panic. I'm not died yet." Then on the corner, the blood comes out. I talk to myself, I might paralyze in my whole rest of my life. I have to be very careful. What should I do? Okay, let's announce. Let the audience know that's my last big action movie. Then somehow the media misunderstand. Everybody said, Jackie's last action film. I said, no. Listen, that's my last big action movie. I do it. I still do an action movie. Right now, I'm still making an action movie. Just I tell the audience, I might use a stunt guy double me.
Well, before I let you go, let me ask you about that, because Arnold Schwarzenegger was on the show recently, and I asked him about his experience of getting older. And he said it was really hard. It was horrible for people like him who know what it was like to be in peak physical condition and to not be anymore. How do you, when so much of your life has been caught up in being so physically dexterous and amazing that you are, how do you cope with aging?
Yeah, sometimes just I look in the mirror. Sometimes even I talk to my people. Why people can old? Why people not stay young forever? Yeah, and sometimes it's difficult when you try to move something, then you cannot do it anymore. Then you just frustrated on the set. But it is you are old. You have to accept it. Then slowly I accept myself, and I tell the world I'm 60. I cannot hide my age. Every day the audience will count 61, 60.
Right. They have Google.
You know the worst things? The worst things when I jogging on the machine all those years from 30, age, pound, then 31, then next 32. Like these couple of days, I always push 58, 59. Next year, I have to push 60.
When it asks your age.
Yes. Yeah. Wow, that's a horrible.
But you're still running on the machine, man.
Yeah, I'm still running, still training, and I'm pretty good. I probably for the next 2 years, you still see I'm doing action movie. I think because I training a lot. I have a very good foundation, and so this is why I still move. I believe right now I still faster than you.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt about that. I'm not even going to try and experiment with that. What a pleasure it is to have
Thank
you
you
here,
very
to
much.
celebrate you and Chinese cinema. Thank you so much for being here, Jack.
Thank you.